Hello everyone, welcome back to Accidental Ascension 3 with myself, your host Kirby1, getting into Late Age Relay. And you'll see in the bottom left corner here, I'm starting in a little different spot. I just wanted to point out that we're in patch 5.29 now, obviously since it's been a while since my last video. So every time there's a patch, you never know, some things could be changed from the replays of battles. That's happened to me before. We're going to see if that's the case. Moving on to turn 16, and we'll get to see what happened with the Dark Blue Sea versus these trolls. And I brought a token force, some mindless people, some mindless soulless Atlanteans, a guy to lead them, and Ottervast the Meta Knight versus a holy crap ton of trolls. This is a lot of trolls and one Kraken. The rest of this stuff will probably just get squished pretty quickly. Oh, and there's also this Hydromancer here with lots of water gems. So yeah, super awesome. Okay, so these guys are chaffing like chaff do. And they're just gonna get all eaten up. No problemo. We did get these guys to route, so that's them fewer. Oh, and then I leave because HP routes. Yeah, so I guess that went sort of as should have been expected. Oh well. Didn't kill any of the trolls, so that's awesome. And just killed a handful of Tritons, and we lost my whole big, nice army of Soulless of Atlantis. It's not really an army, but, you know, oh well. That was silly. It doesn't look like Ottervast would have been able to take them by himself anyways. He probably would have done a little bit more damage. I don't think really, based on his stats and buffs and everything, that these guys would be able to hurt him. They have attack 9 and they have morale 12. And they have to get through Ethereal, Damage Reversal, and Twist Fate and Awe. So that would have been pretty tough. But we'll try that again later. I don't think I'm going to do that again right now. We got some Proclamations of Prophets, Scout the Third. We got some gold, that's nice. And we survived a raid by these guys. I don't think this, or not a raid, a sort of assassination attempt. This is not a very interesting battle. They just sort of shoot mind blasts at each other until they run out and run at me because he's immobile, he's not going to go anywhere, and he's just casting buff spells on himself. So, yeah. But I win, so that's great. I think this also counts as a summoning, so that's increased his summoning skill by yet another point, even though it was a failed summoning. So he's getting pretty high. We got a messenger with lots of exclamation points and caps. We've got enchantment level 2 researched, and we're moving on to... Oh no, we got Enchantment 1 researched, we're moving on to 2 and then 3, and then we're going to go into full-size water elementals with Conjuration 5. Now what am I doing this turn? Okay, that was a failed attempt. They all retreated here, so unfortunately he actually retreated here instead of back here, so he can't go back to getting Soulless again right away. I'm pretty sure... yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be recruiting another one of those guys. Well, I'm recruiting one of these guys in case he gets a death random, and then I'll send him there, I guess. In the meantime, I got this Astral 5 random. Now, this is great, but also not great. Great because Astral 5 I can do a lot with later. Not great because I can't do a lot with it now. So he's just going to sit around researching. I suppose I could send him out to site search. I'm not really doing that, like, at all. But yeah. I am, however, building my first rock wall. Yay! I've sort of given up on sort of staring down Atlantis, and I'm going to move my guys around. I'm sending this guy here and my army here, and they're going to go antagonize Satis instead, because Satis has been running through and taking all of Utgard's lands. Utgard is eventually, I assume, going to react to this and come back and fight him here, so that means he's already at war with someone, and he doesn't seem to have a whole lot of people. And I see this scout here, and I'm saying to myself, is he really going to build a fort right next to my capital? I'm not going to let that stand. So instead, I'm going to attack him with some guys from my capital. My size 6 greater othernesses, a bunch of mine blasters, and some chaff in front to soak up the attacks. And then some water elementals, because I can just burn a couple of gems. I got a lot stockpiled up. Well, for the early, I haven't spent them really on anything except for this random crap gear for this guy. So yeah, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? No, Satis, I'm just gonna attack you. So we're gonna do that, and these guys are gonna come up and maybe harass around here next to his cap and maybe take his cap. It's a pretty big force. It's a lot of chaff and a lot of mine blasters, and if he's been summoning skeletons, then I can hit a lot of people pretty easily. He has already started sending out a guy to site search, I assume, so maybe I can catch him as well if he doesn't run away. I am sending these guys to expand down here. It's just random crap units versus 2 little shambler pips, so it should be fine. And I'm sending Otter Vastness to take the island, and this is just barbarians. He's probably going to be fine. He could take a lot of heavy hits, but every hit that he takes is going back against them versus damage reversal, so he's probably going to clear that out pretty easily and pretty quickly. And then I guess we'll take this other patch of island, and then we'll see, go down here and clear out the rest of this ocean and take all that. My income is sort of okay-ish now. I'm still recruiting these guys and another one of them. Yeah, so nothing to write home about. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. And we're going to move on to turn 18. Turn 18. Yeah, okay, right. So turn 18 is not turn 17, which it should have been. And turn 17, a lot of people staled. There was some confusion as to the hosting of the game, and because they are not llama server games, they're just Snack Earth games, you can't roll back a turn. So really a lot of people staled. This includes you know, you can see it in General Confusion's channel. He also staled this turn, but that had a lot of effects for a bunch of people, including myself. I didn't really do a whole lot. I luckily was already building rock walls, so that's just a free rock wall turn. In terms of here, what happened was this Sauromancer was apparently on a move order, so he was already moving. I assume to here because, like I said, he was building a fort and he was going to build a lab and a temple here. So I got a free Sauromancer out of that, in addition to wiping out whatever he had here in the fort province, which I don't know what it was because I didn't see. But it cleared out a bunch of my chaff, and I did also get a bunch of free, these guys, Human Dreamers, which are what you get on land. They're not amphibious, so they're really only useful for fighting on land or holding up forts and such. In addition to that, these guys weren't on a move order, so they're just stuck here for a turn, and they're going to go here, and then we'll see about maybe hitting him on his coast here. He has no armies whatsoever in the area here, so I'm just gonna, you know, pop around and, you know, I mean, if you're gonna build a fort next to Relay's cap where he's getting a bunch of guys, then, you know, what do you expect? This is gonna happen to you. Outside of that, he's got a site searcher in Atlantis. I'm just getting a bunch of free chaff here. Marignon's got some pretty beefy guys on the coast. Some turtle warriors, but not a whole lot of people that can go underwater. Arco is here. Mictlan. Yeah, Mictlan is also here. We discovered Mictlan. His cap is right here. He hasn't gone underwater anywhere on this side, though, but he does have quite a lot of Rain Warriors and Ichthyeids. He's probably taken all of this lake. I don't, well, I assume Atlantis has gotten all of this lake, so that's where we are underwater in terms of that. I haven't talked with Mictland at all. Mictland is played by, I believe, Lizardam, who I played with before as well in another Accidental Ascension game. Yeah, this guy didn't have any problems with barbarians, not even getting an affliction, so he's going to take this province, which is going to be even easier. This is Amber Clan Guard. They would be really cool to have in my arsenal. I'm not 100% sure if Ottervast will be able to deal with them super easily. I don't see anyone else's Dominion candles in here, but he really loses a lot of his staying power if he is not in his Dominion. He loses Twist, Fate, and Awe. And versus Amber Clan, they are going to have Hydromancers as well. The Amber Clan Hydromancers. So that could be a problem. I don't think Amber Clan has magic weapons, but they're still pretty tough to hit and deal with. So I'm going to shy away from that and just sort of leave that there. No one else is going to even want to remotely take on Amber Clan Guard because everyone has a problem with Amber Clan. So I'm just going to go here and then probably here. And then, I don't know, I could site search or something like that. Or research. He's got pretty good research, actually. But other than that, I'm going to get Enchantment 3 this turn, which is going to get me Fire Shield, which includes in this coming battle against those guys on land, so that's nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this turn. I'm gonna get this. I got him actually. So yeah, I got a second Astral 5 guy. So that's even less great because one Astral 5 is enough. I didn't really need another one, and the chances of that are pretty slim because I mean these are the cross paths and. One death, one earth, that would have been nice, but no, I guess not. I think I seem to be saving up gold for something. I'm not entirely sure what. I've got a lot of guys here. I need to go pick them up and move them around. So I'm moving one of these guys here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I built another palisade. So I'm building another palisade up here. And I'm probably just going to build another palisade here and just take this island. Now I'm on land and can build land dudes. They're not amphibious again, so it's not going to be able to do a whole lot off of that island, but oh well. Turn 19. So turn 19. We did another harass here. I don't know if he was going to build another fort here or why he had a commander there, but oh well. We found a magic site. We found a Ridge of Ice. I think that's a water site. That's great. And some crippled units died. We dealt with them, no problem. Now here we had another assassination attempt. Now this guy is actually not the equipped guy. So I think actually what happened in turn 17 that I missed was that the equipped guy got eaten by some monstery guy and I didn't see it. So that's off screen. Maybe it was in the last turn and I missed it. So sorry about that, but I'm pretty sure it was in turn 17. So I just got the standard get up for these guys, 5 of them. Equipped to him as bodyguard so he can resist that. He's only at summoning skill 3 now, but I decided not to repeat that effort with the equipping him with stuff. So why might I be having all these guys running up here with a bunch of water gems? Well, I see this ginormous stack of Atlantean stuff, and like I said, Atlantis has said zip to me all game. Not even responded to my messages, not sent any messages. And then this army shows up, and my army is over here harassing Satis, or about to harass Satis. And I'm like, yeah, he's going to attack me. So that's great. There goes 25 PD, because they're not going to do squat against that. This might. He's got some people here, and I've got a lot of guys here, some mindless, but probably not. Ice guards are pretty tough, and my Dominion is actually cold, though it hasn't spread there, so that's nice for me at least. But that's going to be a problem later on. So I'm doing a 180 with my army, and I'm moving up here, and we're going to attempt to counter raid up in this direction if he moves out here and down here. And in the meantime, we're moving all of our water gems over here. We're building a lab right away. The rock wall will be done in 2 months, and we're collecting all of our chaff and running away and getting up whatever remains of an army here. Ottervast is going to take one more stab at these trolls by himself and see how much damage I can do. I'm not 100% sure that I'll be able to kill them off, but it's worth a shot. The province income is actually pretty good, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, maybe I can just recruit trolls in this province. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think you can recruit trolls anywhere unless you have a site. So that's unfortunate. But if I get Conjuration 5, that'll get me Water Elementals and Sea Trolls. So I can do that. It's a lot of water gems, though. I need a lot more water gem income. Where was that site, by the way? Here it is. So that's good. It'll be under my fort. And yeah, it was a water gem. So that's nice. Yeah, I'm moving up a pretty big army here. Lots of mine blasters. And lots of chaff also. So alright, let's just move on. Recruitment, still keeping a pretty small recruitment. I think I wanted to put another fort down here, but I am not moving anyone to do that yet, so oh well. But yeah, and we're getting another one of these guys just because I don't have a, oh, I do have a backup. Okay, he's moving here to get more Death Lanteans, and then I'm getting another backup, even though I should really just be getting more of these guys. Okay, I'm just not taking Atlantis seriously enough is what I'm doing. So I'm making a lot of pretty silly errors that could have helped me out in the long term. So let's get into turn 20 and see how this goes. Alright, let's see what we got here. So yeah, this was against my PD dump and my chaff, and as you can see, I did really horribly. My 0 protection, 1 protection, 7 attack, 8 damage fist punchers were no match against ice guards. This is how they look. They've got a lot of, I think the cap only ones have glaives. They do a crap ton of damage. They have a crap ton of protection, and generally I'm going to have a bad time. Luckily for me, I think my guys snuck around the back and managed to snipe one of his Tungalics, which were doing water elementals. Let's take a quick look at that. So yeah, he's got him in a blob here. These guys are back here holding and attacking in case my utter vastness decides to show up and immediately attack rear. So yeah, these guys wrapped around and sniped one of his guys. That's great. He's still got some water elemental gems left, but yeah, they just chewed through me. So I got 110 gold from that, and another 30-ish gold from that, so that's alright as far as the amount of PD I dropped here, because all of these guys are free spawn chaff, but not great. My PD dumps really needed to be backed up by army support. And then this is the other one. He's being led now by Angacox, which yeah, and they're water 3, death 2, and random, and then a lot of ice guards. And our Satus Our Satuts are their sacred cap-only guys. They have Bone Glaze, which do additional weakness, and they have less protection though, so they can actually be hurt. As for this, sorry, oh, this was me going up against this province up here to clear out my cap circle, which was a little silly of me because there comes the angry Saticians to take back their land. Still no visible response as far as I can see from Utgard. And then this was me going up against the trolls, and I didn't do so great. I did manage to kill 4 of the sea trolls, but eventually I just routed because I couldn't actually get through all of that regeneration and stuff. The Hydromancer, he actually ate his own spell when he hit me with a water strike and died. So that was nice. But really, I just needed to, if I can rout his Triton commander or kill him with a Mind Blast or something like that, then it's doable. But I decide, you know, there are bigger things on my plate right now, such as Atlantis invading. My response is going to be to counter raid here, consolidate some more forces here, take these guys back off the land. This will be done, this rock wall will be done in 1 month, so I don't care if he moves here because the rock wall is always finished before you attack the province. So he'll just hit the 1 PD and then be stuck on top of a rock wall. So I don't mind that so much. I assume he's going to move here. And I move a bunch of people here. I move some free othernesses that I got here. I have some Mind Blasters, some more Mind Blasters, and I'm sending Otter Vastness there as well with Fire and attack rear. Yeah, and then in addition to that, site searching here yields nothing. I'm going to move down here and eventually build labs and temples there probably. And then I'm just consolidating everyone, moving them all here. And we'll see how well that goes. Yeah, this is just generally an unfortunate situation. I'm going to be recruiting a bunch more of these guys, finally getting back to slave mages and having a lot of water gems moving in this direction. I did get a lab up there, and I will be building a temple eventually. Yeah, no magic sites. Losing some gold is sad. Evocation rituals, great. Okay, yeah, that's all for this turn. Let's see how my plan goes in turn 21. Okay, messenger. Yes, Mictland is eating you alive. Yes, he is. Okay, yeah, so he's got some Desert Rangers and some Tomb Worms. Let's actually check out his Bless. Might have to deal with him later, so. Bless. Undying, Blood Surge, Magic Resistance. That's an okay Bless for snakes, I guess. Oh well. Yeah, they deal with my 1 PD really easily. Sorry. Alright, so this is my counter raid on land. I got a pretty substantial force, Mind Blasters and Chaff, and he PD dumped much better than I did. And he also has a bunch of these guys that he pulled out from somewhere. So that is unfortunate. And he has water elementals. I do not have water elementals. I mean, they're ice elementals on land, so that's alright. But yeah, my Chaff is getting shredded. They did not do their Chaffy duty. And now they're into the Mind Blasters. And they're alright troops, but they'd really rather be Mind Blasting. So now I have to run away. I lose my Mage. And I lose all of my sacred dudes, and that was a really bad break for me. I lost 100 guys, he lost 12, and the PD is just going to come back to life again. I'm pretty sure this is the 30, probably 30 PD, and then, well, at least I got some of his ice guards. These are going to be my problem children that I'm going to have to deal with. and I am going to try and count my victories by however many I kill in my full retreat. However, he does move these guys here like I planned, and he runs into pretty big resistance there. And I do have water elementals here, so that's good. And I think he used up, oh no, he's got one guy with water elementals left. So I'm going to be able to spam out more than he is, and my Mind Blasters are hitting him pretty hard. That's really good. And it did break his line up, so I'm going to be able to pick them off piecemeal. And Ottervast got into the back lines and wiped them out, and not a single one of them, oh, nope, I'm kidding, 2 of them made it out alive. And that is really good, and I only lost 10. And of those 10, they were basically all free spawn. So that is great. That is 100% great. I am really happy with that. Rock walls completed. I got 3 more things from beyond, which are these guys. So that's okay if he ever comes to relay. And now he has even more people here. It might just be a inflated scouting report, but that was a lot of dudes. So this army got wrecked. This is not really an army, but we're going to move everyone here basically, and sort of turtle up. That's really my plan, is to have him funnel into my forts and have him broken down one bit at a time. He's being led in terms of leadership by Angakaks and Arsatus, which are not super great leadership, I don't think. You know what, let's check that out. Sorry, not that one. Statistics. Atlantis. Okay, they're all right leadership. They're only +1. So I guess my plan is to, and he's got them into these squads. He's got them broken up into a lot of different squads. So as smaller squads, if I can break each squad individually and have them retreat, then over time he'll HP route, and that's sort of my plan. I don't think I'll be able to kill his entire army, especially not if I face them out in the open. My chaff are just not as good, so I'm going to funnel him through and then have water elementals duke it out. I'm not sending Ottervastness to get stuck in a fort. He is going to keep on getting me more gold and more land, so he's going to go here and clear that out. And maybe I can break into a second front here up north as well. This was a total fail, but I could potentially go down through here and raid him that way, because I'm pretty sure he's all up here. And he and man are not at war from what I can tell. So either man has taken all of this, in which case it's pointless, and I'm also safe from any raid moves from Atlantis, or I will see Atlantis here and then I'll be able to do some raid counter moves and stuff like that. So that'll be great. There's Utgard's counter reaction, so that's good. By good I mean I won't have to deal with Satis's taking his lands back uncontested. That's hopefully. I haven't been talking with either of them. I just sort of attacked Satis randomly and haven't been talking with Utgard to coordinate or anything like that. Erythia is still being Erythia over here. Man is building citadels, so that's awesome. I can't even build citadels, so what am I doing? I'm getting more of these guys, more Mind Blasters. Chaff I'll just have for free, and I'm getting more mages. And here I'm getting more Mind Blasters, and I actually am getting a couple net guys, because like I said, strategy, bottle them up, and if I can throw nets on them while they're stuck in the gate and also Mind Blast them, then I'll be able to hit them back with my crap troops and maybe do some damage. Unfortunately, I've already got some cold spreading here, so, well, it is winter, so that's unfortunate, but yeah, oh well. Let's see. Yeah, so that's the plan. Research-wise, I'm going straight for Conjuration. Eventually, I'll get Conjuration 5, but I don't really have a whole lot of researchers because of my silliness. I'm getting call Krakens too. Krakens are going to be pretty good for my strategy because they have a lot of tentacle attacks which are armor piercing. Have I got any yet to show off? No. But they're pretty expensive water gem wise. Oh no, they're not. Well, this is deflated because of the patch. They were probably, I think, 5 or something like that. Actually, with this would be a really good. I would just be spamming the crap out of Krakens right now if they were that actual price. But it does take water 3 guys, so I only have a few of them. Okay, enough rambling. Let's do the last turn. Turn 22. And see where things leave off from there. Okay, this is just a scout, so he didn't do anything. I think he's just consolidating. I took this with no problems, and let's see, yep, there's Atlantis. So I am going to take this opportunity to auto-vast raid. This is a little bit of a risk. He might see this coming, but he does have 2 places from which he has to defend. So he'd have to pick one or the other. And I don't think he can really commit a lot of troops in order to do that, since this is a pretty damn big army. And I sort of hope and assume that he doesn't have a whole lot more. He's got some barbarian horsemen, but they can't hurt me, so I have no problems with that. I could have sent my auto-vastness here, but it's a pretty big risk. He's going to be sending reinforcements down through this way, and I don't want to run into... See, the problem is Ice Guards have magic weapons. All of his guys have magic weapons, and his mages can cast water evocation. So against my Protection 0 ethereal auto-vastness, it's not going to have a... I'm not going to have a great time. So, yeah. I'm just going to turtle up here. I'm going to raid up here and be annoying. I've got a second fort here. That's great. Building a lab. My guys are already going insane, so that's unfortunate. I do want to build a temple eventually. Spread my dominion out this way. And then other than that, we're going to have... Wow, my research is so bad. It's going to take forever to get anything. Yeah. Oh, these aren't... I clicked the wrong guys. I was meant to build the net guys, so I don't want these guys. These guys are really bad. I want the net guys. This was a mistake, but I'm building more Mind Blasters. I'm really low on resources and recruitment points now, so I'm not going to be able to get a lot of them. And then here I'm building more net guys and more of these guys. And I can actually finally build scouts. I want to see where his armies are, so I'm building scouts from this fort. We're going to move out here, even though I could build mages, but they'd take 2 turns because it's not a rock wall yet. And I'm not going to make it a rock wall. So we're just we're making a bunch more Krakens. And we're finally getting a profit. Now the reason we're getting a profit is because this guy is making himself a profit. So if I don't get a profit, and I named him sadly not a vastness, the cultist. If we don't get it, sorry, I had to make him a prophet because otherwise he was going to be a prophet. And I can get 2 prophets, that's great, but it's time to get a prophet and spread my crappy dominion everywhere. What else? Got quite a few guys here. We're just moving them over slowly but surely into this province. And the supplies are getting pretty high, so that's worrying. I'm going to have to think about that. And I think we're sending these guys. I'm not sure why we're sending them here, because he can't do anything with them. So that's silly, because I think I was going to send them to raid Satis up here. But if you saw, the one I'm sending to lead them is an aquatic commander, so that is just really dumb. I'm still getting free spawn these guys. These guys will be nice. These guys have tentacles and they're mindless. And you get the non-mindless variety as well occasionally. These guys will be nice to have underwater. These guys are completely useless. I'm never going to use them ever again. And I'm still getting free cultists as well on this province as well. I'm hoping that Utgard will not attack me and will go up this way and then this way. Satis has apparently not decided to take the rest of these provinces. Probably remembering that I can just attack out at any time. So I think he's just turtling here and building a fort. This is a good idea because this province connects back with all of this land. And actually when I took it, all of this land that he had here was not getting him any gold. So that was sort of a double whammy right there. But yeah, he's built a temple. He's going to spread his dominion out here and turtle up. Now these guys are coming for him. I don't know if he can take them, but I guess we'll find out. And in the meantime, I'm just waiting for the storm to hit. And that's about it. I'm going to build another fort over here. I don't think I'll have the gold for it anymore, but my income is actually not halfway decent, or not halfway bad. It's decent. But yeah, that's where we're at. Turn 22. See you in turn 23. Have a good one, everyone.